Hey guys, so I am back in my kitchen and I'm super excited to be here. Today I'm going to make one of the Yule logs that we will be making before Christmas. This one I call it my cashmere Yule log because it looks like a dainty cashmere sweater. It reminds me of that. Let's just say that. So it's a white chocolate. Hey pets, hi, hello, how are you? Um, so I am back. Like I said, I'm going to be making one of the Yule logs that we are going to be making. Hi, Lily. Hi. So I'm going to be making one of the Yule logs that we will be making this season, basically, right? So this one is going to be the cashmere Yule log. It's one of my favorites, and it is the white chocolate raspberry Yule log. And we'll have the next one coming up is going to be our hazelnut Yule log. So I am super excited to make this because I'm also super excited to eat it. Okay, so. And you guys, I did set up like the thing like must be sub for like 20 minutes or whatever, because I know a lot of people are over watching Chris make some delicious cinnamon rolls. So I just like don't know who else. Leave the beanie? Leave it where? Ooh, that's awesome. Okay, you guys, so let's just go ahead and get started. The Broncos are playing today at 2:30, so I know the boys will be watching. And yeah, so let's just get to it, okay? So you're gonna start, so we're gonna do a sheet cake and it's going to be a genoise. So that is going to be our sponge cake. This is the best sponge cake recipe you'll ever have. So if you want to take notes, this is old school, this is authentic, this is from the super old French pastry books, okay? So let's just get to it. So I've got my stand mixer here. We're gonna start by whipping our whites first, just because we don't want any yellow to be in here. Hello, hi, hi, hi. Okay, sounds good. The Bears just won. Okay, okay, okay. All right, you guys, let's go. So we are going to start 6 eggs. Let me just move my sugar. You guys, I'm just now coming back into my kitchen. Super excited to be in my kitchen. I did miss it, okay? So we're just gonna get to it. So I'm gonna put the yellows here, the whites here. Just separating them. So that's one. Let me just take this off for a minute. I hope you guys are doing well. Yes, before we get started, I would like to send prayers and condolences to Rhode Island Browns University. I am so sorry for the horrific events from yesterday. I'm glad the suspect is in custody. And to Australia, I am so sorry for that horrific situation. I know you guys are not used to seeing that kind of tragedy, and I hope you never have to see it again. So, sending you love, and you guys are in our thoughts. And to the Jewish community, the people who, I'm so sorry. People just suck. They really do. And you guys, if you do have trouble separating your eggs using your eggshells, feel free to use your hands, okay? Sky, hello, hello, hello. Hi. Oh, hi. It's so good to see you guys. I'm so happy you guys are here. So we are making, this is our genoise. Like I said, y'all, keep this recipe. You're going to need it. You're going to want to use it forever and ever and ever. I made changes to it throughout the years. I am obsessed, okay? We're gonna leave, so we've got 6 eggs that we separated and we've got 1 whole one. We're gonna leave this little baby last, okay? Let me wash my hands. Get a towel. So this is going to be our cashmere log, okay? Thank you, pets. I appreciate you. Okay, so we are going to whip these. You want to start with your whites just so we don't have any kind of fats left over from our yellows. Let me just move this just a little bit. All right. And then to this, we're just going to add, if you don't have cream of tartar, you can add a little bit of lemon juice. So I'm just going to cut a little chunk of this, give this a little squeeze, and this does help stabilize your eggs. Okay, give it a whip. Okay. We want these to get frothy and white and big, okay? Give this a quick wipe down while this is going. Really hear the groove. That's so cute. I love that. Just 1 second, y'all. They're whipping. They're almost done. Just about, y'all. Okay. So these are nice and frothy. What I'm going to do right now is just going to transfer the egg whites so that we can, I'm just going to transfer them right here. Because while this is baking, we're going to make our cream, our fillings, our delicious fillings. All right. Put this back. All right, so we're going to add our egg yolks. Then to this, you're going to want to add, depending on the kind of vanilla you're using, you'll need almost a tablespoon, half a tablespoon, just because we are using a decent amount. Hello, M-Flow. Hi, hi, hi. It's good to see you guys. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Because, so yeah, you'll want about half a tablespoon of vanilla, just because we are using a lot of egg yolks. You do not want an eggy genoise, okay? Gross, dude. Okay? And then we are going to use a little bit of this good raspberry right here. Let me just bought this one today. Okay. Perfect. Sorry, let me just give this a little quick close. Okay, so to this, you're going to add 160 grams of sugar, okay? Let me grab our measuring utensil. I'm just going to zero it. hot in here today. I don't know. It was cold earlier. Okay, here we go. So 160 grams. And this is one of those recipes where I do measure it like this, but you don't have to. I will tell you how much it translates to. 160 grams. So it's about 3/4 of a cup. Okay, so the sugar goes in. Give that a whip. Hey Chava, hi. Yeah, you can use monk fruit for this. You can use whatever sweetener you want for this. Then you're gonna need a 1/4 cup oil while this is whipping. You're gonna slowly pour this in while this is whipping. Add your extra egg to this. Hello, hey Selma, how are you? And keep it whipping. Doing well, thanks. So we're going to keep it whipping. And so for this sponge, you can use it for anything. If you want to use it for a jelly roll, if you want to use it for a pumpkin roll, you can use it for anything. This is the ultimate Genoise sponge cake for you to use for any of your rolled cakes. I'm just scraping the bottom here. And then you're going to use the same exact amount of flour, so 160 grams of flour. Sorry, this thing keeps switching on me. I'm going to 0 that on here. 160 grams. Just use this. So it should be about 3/4 of a cup. Okay. So we're going to put in our flour. This. And then to this, we're going to add half of it or 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I didn't grab it. Sorry, you guys. I just got back, and so I'm a little bit flustered. You'll have to forgive me. Oh, I forgot the chocolate. The chocolate chips. We're going to use that for sure. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Where did I put it? We've got salt. And this. Because we're just about done with the Genoise. These. there it is. So 1 teaspoon baking powder. Sorry, I haven't even looked at the chat for a minute. Hey, Kimmy. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. And I do like to add baking powder to my sponge cakes, even though they will get a little bit that fluff naturally from the egg whites. I add more to it. You need a 1/4 teaspoon salt. Anytime you use baking soda or baking powder, you want to add a little salt. Okay? So we're going to get that going. All right. Quickly. Now we're going to fold in our egg white. So I'm going to scrape down the flour from the sides right here. Can y'all see that? Okay. Make sure that all of those bits are scraped down. All right. You see it like this, and then you're going to add your egg whites, and we're just going to fold these in, okay? And when you fold it in, you want to come up like this. Y'all see that? Okay, so you can see it. So you come in with the yellow and put it over the white. Try not to break it down. If you break your eggs down too much, you're not going to get that spongy texture, okay? Just like that. You see, can y'all see that? Okay, yeah, you can see it. So that's what we're gonna do until you don't see any of those chunks of yellow or white. Make sure that you hit the bottom of your bowl and get that all mixed in. And then once this is baking, we are going to make our filling. Again, this is the kind of genoise. This is the genoise that you want to use for all of your rolls. You can make this chocolate, you can make it spiced, you can do whatever you want with it. This is the ultimate genoise or sponge. Okay. See where we're at right now? It does it. So this one is going to be our first log that we're making. This is the one I call my cashmere log because it's dainty and beautiful. It's white chocolate raspberry. And then the second one that we are going to make this week is going to be our chocolate hazelnut. So that'll be cool, okay? And this does give you a little bit of an arm workout. So, you know, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, basically. All right, for this, you're going to want to use a baking sheet. Spray it. Get those edges. I'm going to get some parchment. Let's see. Is that wax? Is that wax paper or parchment? You can also use foil as long as you spray your foil if you don't have parchment. And then on Tuesday, is it Tuesday? So Tuesday I have to do like I have to do a box, an assorted box of holiday biscottis that I have to deliver. So I don't know if y'all want to watch me make those, but if you do, I'll be doing that. All right, so love an arm workout. I know that's right. All right. So can you guys see? Am I covering everything? My apologies, y'all. All right. Okay. So for this, I'm going to just move this out of the way. Let me just turn this off, you guys, so you don't hear it. It's like going crazy. Sorry. Okay. There we go. Let me grab a spatula. Sorry. So you just get one of your offset spatulas and just move this all in the corners like this. I'll catch up with y'all here in just a minute because I do want to talk to you guys for a minute. So this one, it has a little bit of that raspberry flavor from the emulsion that we used. And our cream is going to be raspberry and white chocolate, and it's going to be decorated with white chocolate on top. Okay. So prior to putting this in there, you're going to want to give it a couple of taps. So you're going to bake this 360 degrees for about 20 minutes and you'll smell it. About 10 minutes, it's going to start smelling real good. So check on it, see how it's doing. Again, take into consideration altitude. I usually have to either bake mine a little bit longer or at a higher temperature, depending on where you're at. But 360 is kind of like what's been on the books this whole time. So go 360 and just check on it. Clean this. I guess I touched it with my grimy hands. Let me get something to pull this one. Okay. Okay. So how are you guys? What's good? What are you doing? What are you doing? Really? Really? Are we doing this right now? Okay. Yeah, what's going on, you guys? You guys having a good weekend? Are things popping? You're hungry? It was good, Kimmy. It was fun. I ate some good food. We were able to take the kids with us for Wednesday and Thursday. And then on Friday, I took them to my mom's because they couldn't come with us to the nighttime party. But that was fun. It was just like, it was very busy. Like by the time, by, I don't know, 10:30 or whatever, I was like, I think I'm going to go back to the room. So my husband just stayed and talked with his coworkers, but they had really good food. It was really nice to be downtown. I absolutely miss being downtown. I grew up in the city, so it's just that's my vibe. So that was nice. Thank you, Lilith. Thank you. It's you get to dress up and eat some food and say hello, hi, how are you? Just chill. It was nice. But and the kids had a lot of fun being downtown because right now the area where we live is very farm, old school, suburbia type place. So they don't really get to experience downtown as much. But so today was what? Today is Sunday, so tomorrow Monday. So Tuesday I'll be making the box to deliver. It's going to be like a luxury box. Like I had several flavors to choose from. So it looks like it's going to be a for biscottis. It's like a festive biscotti box. So it's going to be walnut, maple. There's a praline one. There's going to be the almond with chocolate. I have to look at the list again and see what was picked. But yeah, so I'll be making that on Tuesday and boxing it up. Chicken and rice, yum. Hello there, hi. Chicken and rice, I like chicken and wild rice, I'm assuming. I love a chicken and wild rice soup. Oh my God, Lily, this weekend we're going to be making the broccoli cheddar because we were talking about that before I left. Broccoli cheddar this weekend for sure, for sure. Did you, Selma? My goodness. Um, it's crazy because usually we would have been getting, all kinds. Can you make Mediterranean food? Absolutely, Flo, are you kidding? That's like my vibe. So we did the chicken and olives here. We can make orzo. We can do eggplant. We can do artichoke. All kinds of stuff. Heck yeah. Is there something specific you want, Flo? Oh man, we eat a lot of Mediterranean food, obviously, at our house, like all the time. Because Algerian food is basically it's Mediterranean food. Um, Algerian food is very much different from like Middle Eastern. Falafel, I we did make falafel. I made a short, was it a short? No, it's a video. We've made falafel. So I don't know if you guys like eggplant. I was actually thinking I saw some eggplant today at the store, but they were horrible quality. But I do want to make like an eggplant lasagna. Um, and what else? Some filled eggplant too. We can make stuffed zucchini. We can do, like I said, orzo. I did make a Greek orzo salad. Yeah, but for sure, yeah. Are you kidding? I love Mediterranean food. We use a lot of garbanzo beans. Okay, so we can absolutely do that. So like Algerian soups, we have I don't know if you've ever had like a tom yum kimbella. So like yeah, I'm so excited that y'all want to try all that. That's amazing. Because I know like the some like in American culture, like we don't eat a lot of stuff with like black olives or Kalamata olives and stuff like that. And we cook a lot with olives and artichokes and spinach and so we do have a quiche coming up that I'm supposed to be making with Chris, because Chris has never had quiche. So we'll definitely be doing that. And I do have to tell you guys about the Christmas menu because we're not going to be doing like a dinner menu. It's going to be a brunch menu. So I'm super excited about that. Like we're going to do, we'll do a French toast for the sweet stuff, French toast with berries, and a mascarpone vanilla cream. I love quiche. Are you kidding, Flo? I love it. We're going to make homemade pie crust for the quiche. Um, the one that we make a lot is a mushroom chicken quiche, but we're also going to do something with, we'll do a spinach and cheese quiche for our vegetarian friends. With za'atar, yeah, you know what? There's been a lot of za'atar, like some good za'atar that you can grab. Um, oh yeah, but I don't know if it depends on what store you have. Hey, DeVille. Stop it. Don't you come in here with those fighting words, DeVille. Have you lost your mind? What? Oh my. Let me see if I have you. Oh, okay. Do you buy the little can of harissa or are you talking about like harissa spice? So harissa, we use it all over like the Mediterranean. Um, but harissa is originally made by the Tunisians and they did it right, girl. Yes, they did. It's like our version of sriracha, but like spicier. In the tube? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good one. Do you? What do you serve as, my God, words. What do you serve it on? Yeah, it's like a tomato paste and it has cumin, cayenne. What else is in there? It's mostly cumin and cayenne, really. It's pretty spicy. Mm-hmm. Um, Flo, I also did a homemade bread. It was one of the what is it? The no knead breads. And we have a spicy mac and oh, that's so cool. I love that. Cinnamon too. Okay, girl, you're speaking my language. So we had, so I did make that with chukchuko and with a fried egg. That is delicious. Also, that is going to be part of our brunch menu. So we'll make the no knead bread, we'll make the chukchuka and everything, and then in the morning we'll do the poached egg on top. Because chukchuka tastes really good, even like if you make it the night before and have it in the morning, it's like all of the flavors really get enhanced. Yeah. Do I have it? Oh my gosh. Distressed gene problems. Okay, I got stuck to something. Let me see if I have it here. Oh, okay. Let me see my za'atar. Oh, this one, yeah, I think I took it out of the bag. The za'atar. This is like how much za'atar I have left. What's the fat pita bread called? Fat pita, like, are you talking about the Greek one? The fat pita? You're silly. Fat pita. Yeah, it's just Euro bread, flat bread. Walmart has a pretty good brand actually that they make. You can't find it everywhere unless you go to Costco, then you can get the Greek one. Oh, so that one you can't stuff. The one that you can stuff is just regular pita, but it's not really fat. Injera bread? I don't think I've ever had that. Interesting. Okay, let me check on this because it's starting to smell good, y'all. Okay. That's doing good things. Okay, so you guys, there are two different types of with an H, Tiny? Like bronchitis? Oh, okay, lavash bread, yeah. And hello, Tiny. I hope you're feeling better, honey. Goodness gracious. Oh, yes. I would never believe that for 2 seconds that you don't know how to spell. That was for sure a typo of all people. You can absolutely spell. Get out of here. You guys, so we have two different ways to make our buttercream. So you can make it with a homemade, where are my words? Like we can make the cream ourselves, or you can use condensed milk to make it. And if you use condensed milk, that would be the same as kind of like making a pastry cream. Instead of making pastry cream, just use condensed milk. So we would just slowly add butter to it and flavorings. For this one, I think I'm going to do that so that I can add, so that you guys don't have to wait for it to cool off. But for our second one, we'll make the French buttercream. I've never made it, but I can definitely figure it out, DeVille, if you guys want to try that out. I'm always down to try different milk. I mean, different milk, different bread. So we're going to use condensed milk. This is the easiest way to make a fancy buttercream. So our genoise is almost done. And you guys give me just 1 second. I need to grab the mixer. I just need to give it a quick wash. And then tomorrow for for the meal, I do want to make Thai noodles. I'm in my bread era. Heck yeah, that's a good era to be in. So tomorrow I want to make Thai noodles. I'm not going to call it a pad Thai, but it's going to be with shrimp and sweet chili sauce. So I'm excited to make that. I'm going to see if the hubs can pick up some bean sprouts on the way, because bean sprouts just elevate it. Just, So that's what we're doing for dinner tomorrow, if anybody's interested in following along with one of those recipes, with that recipe, I should say. All right, so we are going to get started. Luckily, we're not really going to add too much sugar to anything on here, because we already have sugar in this condensed milk. I'm not going to add the entire can, just because I know I do too. So I'm going to do a sweet chili sauce with peanuts crushed into it. I'm not going to add the whole peanut sauce, but we can. We can definitely do that. Sometimes I do make it with the peanut sauce. But I'm kind of wanting it to have like a little bit of a lighter little spring to it. You know what I'm saying? So like with the lemongrass and lime and all of that, I want it to be just a little bit lighter. So I've got the condensed milk. Let's see where we're at with this. Okay, that's almost done. I'm going to add half the can first. So do you guys know if anybody who was demodded, if they got, oh no, not demodded, demonetized, if anybody got their monetization back, or was anyone approved at all? Because that's something I was wondering about the other day, because it seemed like they kind of went in with the idea of like nobody is going to get a second chance the first go around. And I wonder if that was because Christmas or, December was coming, and that's usually the most profitable month. Ooh, I love a tom yum. Sky, I love it. Mushroom tom yum is my favorite. So we've got our, let's see. So I'm doing half for the inside. This one's going to be raspberry, and then the outside is going to be strictly white chocolate. Garlic bread. But for different reasons, right, Sky? It wasn't for the same reason that the other people got it demoted. Okay, so we've got our butter. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. So you're gonna want softened butter or room temp, like this has been sitting, right? So you can see that it's soft. And you're gonna slowly throw this in. Because I feel like that was part of the tactics, Guy, like because of the timing. That's kind of how it sounds. Okay, let's check on this. Okay, so this is ready. Let me get it out. So there's our sheet. For just a second so I can show you guys this part so you can hear me. So for this part, let me just move this out of the way. Can you guys see that? I want you to be able to see it. That's why I moved it over here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another sheet of parchment. I'm going to wet it a little bit and I'm going to put it on top and roll this while it's hot. You want to do it while it's hot or else it's not going to stay. You can also use wax paper. You can use parchment or wax, or if you have a tea towel that you want to use, you can do that too. Hi, Ocean Tide. Hello. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these sheets, I'm going to wet it and put it right on top. Okay, so this is the sheet that I just grabbed. Again, you can do this with blah, blah, blah. You can do this with parchment or you can do it with a tea towel, okay? So you just, like that. All right, and then put it right on top, just like this. And then you're going to turn this and roll it like this. Just like this, and you're going to let it rest. And hello, and you're gonna let it rest, okay? And cool. And then when it cools, that's when we're going to fill in the rest. Okay, so for this part, we are going to keep adding butter to this until it starts to thicken. And then we'll add some of our flavors to it, but only after it thickens a bit. And another secret to making buttercream, tiny, if it's cracking, it's probably because it's too dry. So if I don't know if you watched any part of this, but if you go back to the beginning, over the years, I've changed a few things about the genoise or the sponge cake recipes, and I've added a couple of things to them. So the way that I drizzled the oil into the eggs, that does help give it more of a bounce, which helps you when you roll it. I've also, I also add a little bit of baking powder to mine to help it get that, it doesn't break apart because the oil added into it also gives it a bounce. I also don't whip the eggs to the point where They are stiff. They just have to have a little bit of a bounce to them, like a little bit of a sheen. So, oh, well, you're gonna have to try this and let me know what you think. Because I guarantee you, if you do it this way, okay, sounds good. If you do it this way, it's not gonna crack. I promise you, Tiny. I promise. We're gonna make another one this week for our hazelnut. So if you want to make it right with me, go ahead and you'll see. Yours will not crack. All right. So that was another thing I was going to tell you. Another way to help your buttercream kind of take shape or whatever, you want to use a vegetable shortening, not just butter. Add a little bit of vegetable shortening to it, okay? Let me turn this off. So I'm going to let this whip for a minute. I'm going to grab a little bit of vegetable shortening. Oh, I don't know about all that. I have to say that the holidays bring out the best food. Absolutely. Ocean Tide, are you kidding me? That's one of our favorite things about the holidays, besides, you know, family and all the wonderful other things, but food. And the excuse to eat all the food that we can't consume throughout the year. All right, I'm gonna add another stick. You guys don't be alarmed because this is going to, I'm gonna split it, don't worry. It's a buttercream. Hello. Oh, thank you. You're so cute. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Stop, Ocean. Don't say that. I'll be eating this. So if you're gaining 10 pounds, girl. You guys, I found it. Hello. Welcome in. It's good to have you. All right. There, it's coming together, you guys. It's doing things. So I'm going to cut some of this and slowly add it. I have to tell you guys something about Crisco. Give me 2 seconds because it's important. Can you guys hear me if I talk like this, or do I need to shout? Should I shout? How's my Tuesday? It is. Let me show you. Where did I go? Oh, it's this one. Okay. It's looking real good. You can hear? Okay. You guys, for the love of everything that is holy, okay? If you buy a shortening, get this one with where it says all vegetable shortening, butter flavor, or, you know, if you don't want butter flavor, whatever, get the Crisco. If you get a store brand, God help you, disgusting. It has like this weird chemical type, almost like Vaseline flavor to it. And it will ruin everything. I got like the Great Value brand of it. Terrible. You like the Great Value, Lilith? I had very bad luck with that one. Ooh, you guys, this is looking good. I'll show you in a minute here. You have to get the all vegetable. There are some that are also, if you don't eat animal products, there are some that are half animal. I don't know what animal, to be honest with you, and half vegetable. I didn't know that was a thing. Great Value sponsorship for Oz. Canceled. Whatever. I could care less. Are you kidding? Jello. I don't want it. Okay? I'll show you guys how this looks. 1 minute. Okay. Cuts you already know, okay? You already know. All right. So this was our condensed milk and our butter and the shortening, okay? Now, what we're going to do is slowly add in the rest of the condensed milk, okay? Oh, and guess what? You can also do this using, let me show you, y'all. If you want to get a little wild with it, go ahead and replace it with this instead of the condensed milk. Tiny, how are you still sick? This is crazy. Mix that, do this instead of the condensed milk, and you'll get a dulce de leche buttercream. Add a little bit of espresso to it, and celebrate. Okay, that's all I'm going to say to that. Okay. You can also do it with coconut condensed milk. The mega flu, my God. You guys, how am I not seeing some of? Oh, hey, BG, hi. We are making a white chocolate raspberry Yule log. Okay. All right, so the next thing, we are going to add the rest of this in here. This is the easiest way to make a buttercream, you guys, and it tastes really good. So I'm going to add the rest of this. Now, with this kind of buttercream, if you want to use this for any other flavors, you can. You can add, after you're done with this, you can add peanut butter to it. You can add Nutella to it. You can add chocolate, what is it? The chocolate powder chocolate? Cocoa powder. That's what it's called. You can add it to it, and you'll have a beautiful buttercream. So we're going to keep it going, and then I'm going to get the rest of the raspberry. That's crazy, Tiny. I'm going to let this cool outside a little bit, or, you know, in a colder place, just so we can ice it sooner than later. good. Okay. I'm going to move some of this stuff now because we are fixing to move on. This one, this one. This is almost done. And then we're going to mix in the raspberry. So now we are going to scrape around. I'll show y'all. So while I prep the rest of the stuff, I'm going to stick this in the fridge because it is super hot in here, and I'm going to let it sit, and then we're going to add the rest to it. Raspberry. Okay, I'll show you our raspberry additions to everything. And white chocolate. Okay, we've got it here. And the small one, the big one. Okay, so we've got this. We have our white chocolate. Okay, so I'm just going to take, did I miss something? Oh, I did. Okay. Very sweet. So we're going to take some of this white chocolate. These are just some white chocolate chips. Okay, I'm just going to break some of these up because these ones are going to be added into, you can also put these through a food processor, whatever, if you want, depending on how big you like your pieces. We also have one more thing to do with this. Can you get it? We are taking some of these white chocolate chips. We need a little bit more than that, actually. Let me get the other bag. We're going to stick this in the microwave, 30-second increments. Continue chopping this one. Because you are going to want like these pieces to be part of your filling. Yeah. What kind of Jell-O are you eating? I've never been a huge fan of Jell-O, to be honest with you. Another 30 seconds. we're gonna just move these here. These are part of our filling. Okay, so right now we are, you see where we're at melting wise. Okay, so this is where we're at with this. You're just going to add a little bit of canola oil, vegetable oil to this. This will help it solidify once it cools, so you can get some nice little shapes. Okay, let me grab the rest here. Hold on. Un momento. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're going to use some freeze-dried. What happened? Is that the microwave sound? Yeah, that's the microwave sound. Sorry, I forget about that. So we're going to use some freeze-dried raspberry. This is what they look like. Okay. And to this, I'm just going to crumble some in here. And give this a mix. And then get a piece of foil. Okay, and then take those frozen raspberries dipped in white chocolate. I think I've had it. I think I bought like a piece of chocolate that had pieces of frozen, the freeze-dried strawberries in it, and it was actually pretty good. So you're gonna want to pour this. So this is white chocolate raspberry. We're gonna just pour this right here. And then get a spatula. Okay. Try to get it as thin as you can. This one's not going to be too thin, but I usually try to get it a little bit thinner than this, but this is fine. So for our other Yule log, the hazelnut, I call that one the lumberjack. That one is going to have pieces of, what is it, mushrooms. It's going to have the meringue mushrooms to decorate. Okay, so we are just, now you're going to want to fold this. Hold on, I don't want it to fold that way. I want to fold it. Yeah, I'll fold it this way. So you're going to fold it like this and stick it in the freezer while you finish up the rest. This is going to be part of our decorative top. Okay. Now we're going to separate Just give me 1 second. Okay, so for the filling, what you can do is use a raspberry filling. You can use real raspberries and crush them and throw them in there. You can use a raspberry jam and mix it in, whatever you want. It's up to you. Sometimes I'll use whole raspberries and just mix them in, but I don't have any more raspberries, and the ones at the store didn't look good to me. So I'm going to give this a mix. I'm going to separate it. I'll show you guys. So this is our base cream, okay? I'm going to take some of this, put it in a bowl. I'm gonna stick this in the fridge. And then I have this, what is it? Seedless red raspberries. You can use one with seeds. It does taste really good with the seeds. I don't mind it. But I use this one also for my cheesecakes, to decorate the top of the cheesecake. But again, you can make a reduction and add it in there. It's up to you, but I really do like that brand. And then you're going to need 4 ounces of cream cheese. I got the turmeric and cardamom for the milk. I use Fairlife milk. Is that okay? No, yeah, absolutely. You can use whatever milk you want. Any milk that you want to use. I think like it just tastes better. It tastes really good with like the oat or the cashew, but almond is also really good. Or soy is also really good. Hi, Mel's. Hi. I didn't see you. So this is we're going to add 4 ounces of cream cheese, or half of a block. And just let it go. Let me just scrape the sides down. And the cream cheese helps with the creaminess, obviously, and it gives it a little bit of that tart flavor. So. Okay, and then to this, we're also going to add a little bit more of our raspberry. Flavoring. and some white chocolate flavoring. Grab it. I'm just going to add a little bit of this syrup. It's actually pretty nice here, Mel's. It's not too cold, so about 2 tablespoons. And we're just going to let that keep going until it fluffs up. And then we're going to use some of our raspberries. Just gonna get this to go mixing just a little bit more. And I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to start icing it here in a minute. Set this out. Let me just give this a taste. Yum, okay. I do want to add a little bit of powdered sugar to it. This part depends on your taste preference, like what you want to do. Some people don't like certain things as sweet. I do. Because this, when you make it this way, it's not a very sweet buttercream. I'm going to add a little bit of powdered sugar to mine. What you choose to do with yours is up to you. Because I like something like this would be perfect. Like if my mom was having it, it's not too sweet. Oh no. I'm sorry. That's crazy. Bad internet days. All right. I'm gonna go grab the Genoise. go. Yum. You move this out of the way. Okay, so once this has cooled, it would be time to give it, so this is how easily it comes out, you guys. So this was the paper that it was rolled in, right? So you take one layer off. Then the inside layer. And it's okay if any of that top layer gets stuck on it. This is just the caramelization. Some people like to cut that off. It's soft, so you really don't need to. If you want it for presentation, you can do that. So all you have to do is grab a knife. This is the one we were using earlier, and just cut off some of the caramelization, but you don't have to do that. I almost never do, but I can show y'all just in case you want to. Okay, so you just scrape it off just like that. See, and it comes right off. That's just the caramelization. But again, unnecessary unless you want to for presentation. And don't be afraid to scrape it, because this is just a top layer. It's not doing anything to the rest of your cake. So you're going to take your cream. I'm going to add the white chocolate chips in here, the ones that we crushed earlier. And it's really nice to do it that way because you get pieces of the white chocolate with every bite. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, and then right here, you just fill. Make sure that you get it all evened out. Okay, you can see. Make sure that it's all even. Okay, and then you're going to roll it just like this. You get a serrated knife. So you're going to want to cut it at an angle, just like that. We're going to put this part right here because we're going to need it for later. Cut this side. Just think of it as like a log. So this is what it looks like on the inside, okay? And then, so this one is going to be the one that we decorate with. This is going to be the part of the log that makes it look pretty, okay? So you see how it looks. This is our log, okay? And then we're going to frost it. It's a very soft genoise. Again, you're going to want to use it, y'all. I'm telling you. Okay. Now we're going to grab the other cream. So this is our buttercream right here. So we're going to do one layer first. And as you can see, this kind of buttercream is very, very good for frosting because it has a very smooth consistency. Make sure you get all of this in here. And while you're doing the log, make sure not to be too afraid about getting it like perfectly straight. Hi, Sammy. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Hi. My goodness gracious. Happy holidays, sweetheart. It's good to see you. And then you want to do this one right here on the outside. You don't have to, just because, you know, if you've got a cut log, right, you can see that part of it. But you do want it to look like there's bark on there. But we're going to make it look like bark here in a minute too. So sometimes I'll do one side, but not the other. So we'll have this side showing, right? Okay. So here we go. Next thing that we're going to do with this log is the following, okay? This is a raspberry log, so we are going to take some of these. I'm going to put them inside of a Ziploc. Yay! I've been doing well, thank you. Gosh, I was just thinking about you the other day, yeah, because I hadn't seen you around for a minute. I was like, oh, I wonder what she's up to. I wonder what she's doing. I'm glad you're good. So you guys, I'm going to take some of these freeze-dried raspberries. You can put them through a food processor or a coffee grinder, coffee bean grinder, whatever. Or just take something to them and give them a good little banging. Let me get this and this. It doesn't take a whole lot. You can roll it. All right. So I'm going to put this in. I almost broke the drawer. I'm going to put it in here. All right. Let me just move this way. So we're going to take our raspberry and we are going to put it all on top here. Just like this. And add a little bit more. And then right here. Okay, and then because we're not done yet, we're going to take a brush and get this one brushed down just a bit, even though it looks pretty with all of that everywhere. Just not ready for that yet. We'll get there though, don't worry. Okay, now we're going to get our chocolate. So this is the chocolate we rolled out earlier, if y'all remember. Oh, what happened? Getting ready for Christmas and preparing for arrival. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, congratulations. Oh my God, many blessings. That's so beautiful. How exciting. Oh, so you've been busy. You guys, we've got the chocolate rolled in here. Okay, so this is just, I'll show y'all what you're gonna need to do about it. Okay, you just bam. Okay, give it a couple of bangs. That's so exciting, Sammy, my goodness. Grandbabies. Okay, I'll show you guys what it looks like. See, it's just little chunks right here. This was raspberry and white chocolate. How exciting. I love babies. All right, so what we're gonna do here, of course. So we're going to take all of this and we are just going to smash some of this bark right on here. And I'll show you guys how we can make longer bark. This one is crushed because this is a dainty queen. So there's like one piece like this because we can make them long. So just pieces, the long pieces, I'm just gonna put them right over the top. All right, you guys. So I've got this one. And then we are going to take this piece that we reserved. Yes, absolutely. It was really nice. I did a Thanksgiving live here um, with my people here, and it was a lot of fun. I got to see what other people were making. My family came over. That was always, that's always wonderful. I love having my family here. But yeah, it was really, really nice. I hope your Thanksgiving was amazing. Is baby gonna be here before Christmas, Sammy? Do you think? I wonder. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be something? That'd be so exciting. Or before New Year's. Nice. Oh, January. Okay, so you got a little Aquarius over there. Okay, okay. January babies are cool. So you got a little bit of time to prepare. That's awesome. That's so cool. Okay, and then I'm just going to give it a little bit this. All right, so move this out of the way. So here is she's due February 18th, but she's having some issues. So they're scheduled, oh no. Oh my goodness, Sammy. I pray to God that everything goes beautifully, and I'm glad that they're, taking all the precautions and everything. So hopefully the induction goes really well. I am praying and I am sending you nothing but the most positive energy for this to go as smoothly as possible, for mommy and baby to be absolutely perfect, and for this to continue just being a beautiful journey. Okay? Yes. So I'm sending you that energy, and I cannot wait for you to come and let us know that everything went beautifully and you guys are holding baby and mommy's doing great and just thriving and just enjoying everything about motherhood. So I am sending you so many prayers and positive energy, and I'm holding you. I know what that's like, and you get through it and it'll be good. It'll be good. God willing. Okay. So y'all, here is our raspberry. Let me give you all a close look. Raspberry white chocolate. This is my cashmere. Amen. Amen. God willing, it will work beautifully. It will work beautifully. And I will slice into this for you guys so you can see what it's like, okay? Yeah, and please check in when you can, Sammy. I would love some updates. If you ever need anything, if you just want to come and chill and hang out with us, we're here, right? So can't wait for baby to get here. How exciting. What a blessing. Okay. Woo. So that's one end of it. Let me show you guys what it looks like when it's sliced on the side. I want y'all to see the sponginess so that I can convince you to make this sponge. Okay? Absolutely, Sammy. I'm here. I got you. Okay? So we're going to cut into this, and I want y'all to see. Should I leave this open? Are you guys going to love that open? I'm just kidding. I might, like, I punch something. Okay, ready? So do you see the softness? Okay. And it smells like a freaking French bakery in here. Okay, look at the crumb. Mm. Don't start with me. Stop it, okay? White chocolate raspberry just messes me up, okay? I can't believe the grunt, okay? Stop! Guys, don't. Stop it, okay? Like, this is my favorite. Stop. This is so good. Okay? Stop. Don't do this. Okay? Look. Look at that. Ignore my finger. Okay. You see it? Do you see it? Perp. Hi, Allie. Hello? Hello? You guys, so the next one that we're making is going to be white chocolate raspberry anything. Yeah. Listen. This is delicious. Okay? This is so good. I just can't. I can't even. Okay? Let me show y'all one more time. You guys, get you some of these freeze-dried raspberries to use and stuff. Okay? She's dainty. She's tasty. Okay? So the next one that we're going to do is going to be our hazelnut. What am I saying? Chocolate hazelnut. And it's real good. That one is real good. I don't know if you guys, yeah, and that one is also going to have the meringue mushroom decorations on it. So I'll show you guys how to do that for the love of everything. Okay. Who doesn't want you here? What? Allie. Allie? Unless we have beef I don't know about. As far as I know, you're welcome here. We do? Ellie, as far as I know, we're good. Do we know each other from somewhere else? Okay, let's just end it here. You can be here. I have no problem with you being here. I don't know what's happening. Thank you. Thank you, Allie. That's wild. Yeah. But, yes, no. You're good. I like everybody I've had in here. I enjoy y'all. Yeah. I've never had an issue with Allie. I don't know what's happening. But it's done. Because Allie's welcome. This was the other end that we cut off, you guys. Look at the softness, okay? That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. But, so tomorrow I'm going to do the Thai noodles for dinner. And then we're going to do the hazelnut Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a minute. So Thai noodles tomorrow, and then I have to do the box, the biscotti box that I have to deliver tomorrow. No, Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we can do the hazelnut. Wednesday or Thursday, one of those. One of y'all should make it with me, like alongside me, and let me know what you think. Tiny, I need you to try this genoise and tell me if it breaks when you turn it. I'm going to be making just like some noodles with what am I saying? Sweet chili sauce, shrimp, bean sprout, basil, some peanuts, not peanut sauce as far as I know. Lemongrass, something light and dainty. Yeah. Tiny, what are you talking about? I don't know if you were here, but it was super easy to make. Oh, no, Sammy, I haven't been, it's been off and on, but I am trying to figure out a schedule for it. But I will, do you get notified, do you see like my posts if I put like a post on my community? Because if it helps, then I can do it that way. Because I know even if it's scheduled, people don't get notified. This is gonna be dinner. Sky. I swear to God, if you were around here, you'd always be welcome. I'm down to share, always. I'm finishing this up. Let me slow down. Let me slow down. All right. Dang. Okay. You might have to do the. I don't know. Some people said if you unsub and resub, that might do something. I wouldn't do it right now because I think it has a 20-minute thing. Because I just set it up for a 20-minute thing because I didn't know how many people I was going to have in here. I didn't know if the mods were going to be around. So I was like, let me just not deal with people that I don't know. But yeah. So that's the plan for this week. Tomorrow is going to be savory, and then the day after is going to be the box, and then 2 days after that it's going to be the hazelnut bûche. That's what we call it in French. Log. Maybe. Because I really hope that you can join us again soon. I love having you here. All right, my angels. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. It was so nice to come back and do this. After a tiny little weekend away, basically. Like, this was nice. I like to start things off with a little dessert, okay? You was first cab on. What does that mean? Thank you, Kimmy. All right, I love you guys. You have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, I love you. Bye.